In central Vietnam, lying right next to the Viet-Laos border, with over 2,500 different plants and 1,000 species of animals, and stretching 95,000 hectares and massive mountain ranges, this was me and my friends' 4-day experience in the Phu Mat National Forest. Now, we went on this trip not just for our own entertainment, but we also wanted to experience the daily life of the people who live there, particularly the park rangers, who will be accompanying us on this trip, guiding us through the jungle. Our journey begins on the 7-hour bus drive from Hanoi to Con Quang. However, if you started from Vinh Airport, it's only a 3-hour drive. When we arrived, we stayed at Mường Thanh Con Quang, a hotel that's not that far from the park office, which is where we're going to meet with the park rangers to go into the jungle in the afternoon.
So we got a pretty quick breakfast. Pretty much had nothing. And we talked for a bit, and now we're packing some stuff for our day back. And off we go.
We're not even going to the jungle yet, we're just going to like the
the office. Alright, see y'all in a bit.
Sadly, we couldn't show the footage that we filmed at the park office due to some legal reasons, but after our little briefing there, along with the visit to the Animal Rescue Center, we came back to the hotel to do some final preparations and eat our lunch before heading back to the park office to start our journey to the National Forest.
Back to our room. Got some eggs, got some beef, stir-fried beef, some veggies, rice. Don't know what this is. Still here.
The National Forest was around a 2-hour bike ride from the park office with the rangers. Cars and bigger vehicles like jeeps weren't really a viable option due to the path's narrowness later on. In the jungle, we visited 2 main places, the Twin Waterfall and the mountains, home to the Chinese firs. So, let's start with the trip up the mountains. Now, in order to reach the Chinese firs, we had to climb roughly 800 meters up those steep mountains.
I'm about to die.
Guys,
On the other hand, we reached the trees.
yes.
Whoa.
To give you a clearer idea of how steep the mountains really are, according to the rangers, this was actually the easiest mountain that they had climbed in the park.
Chill.
Whoa.
Chill.
Oh, I don't want to see that again. Whoa.
Hold on.
Oh.
Whoa. Come on. Call you.
Oh.
So as you can see, the angle of the mountain was very steep. There were also a lot of leaves, twigs, making it very slippery to climb. So you can imagine what kind of nightmare it would be when the rain season comes.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, at least there's a tree. What?
Which tree?
The tree that you're looking at right now is the exact tree that we were headed to. Now, those trees aren't actually uncommon. It's just that the trees only appear at higher altitudes, really around 600 to 800 meters.
We're going that way. Oh, we're going down.
Jesus, you stupid idiot. Come on now. Slide.
You don't want to slide.
No!
I got rid of it.
Oh my god. We've reached. Whoa! Oh no! It's on cam.
Tương lai của cháu mất rồi.
Oh my god. Subtitles. Insert subtitles. Well, you got saved by that tree. Be grateful.
I can't walk.
It's gonna be great footage to look back. Frick. No. Bad branch. No. We have reached the two beautiful Samuzao tree. Fine. What's your final review of this place?
Not epic.
Not epic.
Great footage.
Not epic.
Now, to give you a summary about the tree, they're called Chinese firs, or in Vietnamese, Samuzao, as you have heard from the previous clips. As I referred to earlier as well, they appear from around 600 to 800 meters of elevation. Another one of their main features is that they belong in the needle leaf tree family, which means that their leaves are very thin and they're very spiky. The leaves are also located up very high above the tree.
Alright guys, we have reached near the top. Now we're here near the Samu tree. Yeah, Samuzao tree. What's your impression?
It's big.
Yeah, it's really big.
Chơi cây Samuzao này bao nhiêu tuổi rồi nhỉ?
Cái này các chú không tính được đến đó. Cái này là thường thấy nhưng mà cái mọc trầm đó.
This is older than us.
Cái mọc trầm đó. Tuy là thế nhưng cái mọc trầm cái thuộc cái lá kim này đó.
Yeah. It's very tall. Another one over
Cái
here.
này là phải vài trăm năm.
Pretty amazing for a 800 meter climb.
800 meters?
Chu Sang told me that. Your boy is freaking tired. And also Hoàng Anh.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Very tired.
Very tired. We're tired.
For our short trip, that was all the time that we spent venturing through the vast mountain ranges of the park. However, on our way down, we did get to see something very interesting. That is a frog. That is a frog being eaten by a snake.
That's epic.
Now get closer. Oh, look at that frog.
Em không đố kính em không thấy gì hết.
Oh. Now, this isn't the end yet. There's still the trip to the waterfall that we have to talk about. Now, this isn't the most popular or the biggest waterfall in the area. That would be the Gem Valley waterfall, or just Gem waterfall. To reach that waterfall, you would have to go 20 kilometers south of Con Cuang. But since this is the biggest in the park, this is where we're gonna be headed. The waterfall is roughly half an hour of combined trekking, hiking, and walking from our campsite, so making our way there wasn't that much of an issue. I mean, there are still big boulders to climb and rivers to cross, but I doubt you'll be complaining after you climb that monstrous mountain that we did yesterday. Fang, where are you? Look at that jungle. Look at that jungle, bro. Look at that jungle. Look at that reaction.
Wow.
We are at the waterfall.
There's no name for it.
We forgot the name. Thì lúc này cái thác này tên là gì nhỉ?
Cái thác nước đôi hoặc là thác tình nhân cũng được đó.
Oh.
Nước đôi hoặc là tình nhân.
Come. This is called the waterfall, either the twin waterfall or the waterfall of what? Of love and romance and that type of stuff. Huh? Still recording. Are you gonna drink some water or no? Because I want some as well. Let me demonstrate.
Some dirty water.
This is how you drink water in nature. You go down, you pick your hand, you scoop it up. That's dirty water. I told you. And you drink water.
The water in the waterfall was obviously dirty, and we only did it for fun. But unless you want a stomachache for 2 hours, then I suggest you go get yourself a bigger bottle. Speaking of fun, this is us getting stung by bees. Enjoy.
Oh, what did I do to the bees?
Nothing. That's life. Deal with it. Oh my god. Ah! Ow! 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 Run! 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 Ow! You 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 are a idiot!
Are you recording?
Yes! That's gonna be an extended cut. Oh god! I got it! Oh! Ah! Ah! I got one in the head, one at the back of the head. Ah! Ow! Ow! Twat!
I don't even know if that's a bee or a wasp.
Oh! Jesus! Oh! Ow! 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 Jesus! Oh! Ow!
Big, oh.
Ow!
At least we didn't.
Ow!
Fine,
I'm having a headache right now. Ow! Stung! Ah! What hurts most is my head, not the hand.
What hurts most is my head from all your
Oh,
whining.
bees! I see a bee. No, I ain't coming no more.
You like jazz?
No more. I ain't coming near you no more. I ate it all for you. You should be grateful, okay? Because your friend became a mid shield.
Of course, it wouldn't be a typical camping trip if everything went smoothly. So I hope you enjoyed that video of me and Huang getting stung by bees. That was from us making our way back to the hut that we were staying at for that night. Speaking of the subject, these were the places that we stayed at for the other nights. And they were usually around either walking distance or biking distance of each other. Most notably, of all the places that we stayed at, was our little riverside outpost. Tents were a bit too bulky since we couldn't carry it in our day bags, so we had hammocks and a tarp hung from a bamboo frame. What was really fun though was when we stayed at the hut and we ran into some otters. That's an otter. Now, according to the rangers, otters shouldn't be hard to come by in the jungle, as they do have a familiarity with humans, because this was shortly after our dinner. Now, that definitely isn't something that you see every day after dinner. However, otters aren't the only animals that you can come by in the jungle. There are also stuff like armadillos, and if you're really lucky, an elephant or a gazelle. Now, something else that you won't experience every day is the food here. Because foods don't just come out of thin air, so for every time we wanted to cook a meal, we had to go down to the river and catch our own meals like this. As a city boy myself, catching fish for dinner isn't something that I experience every day. But in terms of experience, that was all that we got to experience in our trip to the Pumat National Forest. I'd just like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to the people that supported us to go on this trip. Whether it be from the rangers that guided us through it, the natives that joined us on the trip and cooked us dinner that we never ate anywhere else, and even the people in the park office not only just allowing us to get into the jungle, but also showing us around the animal rescue center earlier on in this trip. So needless to say, after all the fun that we got to see in the jungle, I definitely want to go on this trip again.